Mark Schlereth was on the Rich Eisen show, and he seems to think that the Denver Broncos are cooking up something big out there in the Mile High City. So let's check out what he has to say.
Touchdown, Denver!
Are the Broncos one of those 10 to 12 teams right now that you could think are a Super Bowl contender, Mark?
Yeah, I really think that they're a team that continues to build, right? I think one of the things they have right now is continuity. Sean Payton has put a really good team together. I think there are some places that you would look, running backs at question. Outside of Cortland Sutton from a receiving standpoint, do they have a guy that can take some pressure off of him? But Sean has got himself the right quarterback.
That is 1000% the case. Sean Payton has his quarterback, and he knows exactly how he wants to use his quarterback. This was one of the craziest statistics that I think I saw recently over the last couple of months. This is the first year the Denver Broncos are going into a second season with the same head coach quarterback combination since 2014. And it happens to be these guys. It happens to be Sean Payton, one of the greatest offensive minds in NFL history, and a young, hungry, often overlooked quarterback in Bo Nix. How can you not be excited about something like that? And I do think that there is a lot of really good continuity going on. We brought back the entire coaching staff. We've got Vance Joseph calling the plays on the defense. We brought back our edge rushers. We brought back our internal pressure guys. We brought back the defensive player of the year. We added to the back end, bringing in Talanoa Hufanga. We added a top 5 inside linebacker, bringing Dre Greenlaw in. And then, oh, by the way, we went out and tried to fix the Broncos' run game by signing J.K. Dobbins and drafting R.J. Harvey. Oh, also, let's give Bo Nix another little weapon, and Evan Ingram is in town. So the fact that we do have that continuity, coupled with the pieces that we brought in, I think Mark Schlereth is absolutely correct here.
I think one of the cool things talking to Sean about Bo Nix, the things that he loved about Bo Nix, his ability to process. He said he sat down in their pre-draft meeting. He gave him a load, like he gave him more than anybody could ever digest. Gave it to him at like 6 o'clock in the evening. Had a meeting with him the next morning at 7:30 or 8 o'clock, whatever it was. And he said Bo Nix knew the offense inside and out, had an A+ grade as far as learning that playbook and all the information they gave him to learn. And then the things he loved about him: throws the ball on time and accurate. And you cannot be accurate in the National Football League if you don't throw the ball on time.
This is unrelated, but I love the all orange. I hope that we do this more often. Actually, I think one of the combos that I really want to see is blue jersey, orange pant, white sock. That's one of the combos that I want to see. And I also want to see orange jersey, blue pants, white sock as well. I don't like the full length color being the same on the pants, being the same pants and socks color. Change it up. Give me something different. Give me a white jersey, blue pants, orange socks. Hell yeah. Sorry, we'll get back to it.
Sacks have become more a quarterback-driven statistic than an offensive line-driven statistic. And so if you don't take sacks as a quarterback, you don't take them because you get the ball out on time, you get the ball where it's supposed to go, a lot of 3-step, a lot of 5-step drops without hitches. Like, you shouldn't take sacks. So if you do, that's on you as a quarterback oftentimes more than it is on anybody else. That's your responsibility. And he loved that factor about Bo Nix. But the thing that really resonated with me about, I can't remember which game exactly it was, but they came off the field and Sean Payton fashion got in, like he just got in Bo Nix's ass, right? And started yelling at him.
The Raiders game?
Sideline, and Bo Nix just flipped around and got right back in Sean's face.
That was the Raiders game. I think Bo gave Troy Franklin a hot route maybe and sent Troy on a deep 9 route, and Bo let it go. Came off the sideline because Troy didn't catch it until the very end of the season. Came off the sideline, and that's the interaction they're talking about. I'm pretty sure that's the one.
And then walked away. And that to me was when Sean Payton was like, oh, I got my guy. Like, I got my guy, right? This is my guy.
Yeah.
And we've all had those moments as players when a coach sees something from the sideline, but it's not what he thought he saw is not what actually happened.
Right.
And you'll be getting your ass ripped. You're going to the sideline. I remember a story with a guy that I just have so much reverence for. Alex Gibbs coached the offensive line in Denver when we were winning back-to-back championships.
Sure.
And I remember him showing this Polaroid, getting in my face. I was sitting on the bench after a series, and he's got this Polaroid picture. He's like, look, you screwed this up. He's dog cussing me. I said, if you think you can block these guys, be my guest. If not, get the blank out of my face, right? And so like there's this intense moment, and then I get my grade sheet the next day, and it doesn't say, hey, I was sorry or anything like that. It just goes, you were right. That was it. That was and it was the end of the conversation. We never spoke about it again. Right? It was just like, you were right. Boom. Let's move on.
I love it. Great stories. Love them. But that was a yes or no question I asked you at the top. I don't think I heard an answer. Are the Broncos one of the teams on paper that can win the Super Bowl this year, do you think, Mark? Yes or no?
I do. Yeah, I do believe. I believe
Okay.
they've got a great defense, unbelievable defense. I think Hufunga coming in there. I think Dre Greenlaw coming in really helps bolster them. There's some question marks, but I think once you get in the playoffs, you've got a shot. So I think on paper, they're one of those 12 teams that have a shot at winning a championship.
I think Mark's absolutely right. I think the Denver Broncos, it sounds stupid. Honestly, I can't believe I'm saying it out loud, but I do think that the Denver Broncos have a chance and are one of those teams that could win a championship in 2025, the 2026 season. It does sound stupid because we have such a young quarterback. We've been so mediocre and just below average for so long at this point, but I think that there's some real conversations to be had about the way that this defense looks, the way that they're going to play this season, the way that they're going to be able to make every game close. The defense is going to hold teams to 20 points, 17 points. And I think our offense is in a position now where I think our offense is going to be able to average 25 plus points a game this season. I think that they ended the season on such a high note. Granted, the playoff game wasn't the prettiest thing, but the way that they started that game was so sweet. But I do think that they're going to pick up right where they left off at the end of the regular season last year. Bo Nix is going to be a lot more comfortable. I'm hearing reports about his decision-making looks a lot quicker. I know we're only a couple days into camp right now, but people are saying that his decision-making looks a lot quicker. Like the ball's coming out and he means it. And that's just really great to hear, especially when Cortland Sutton's going to be great. Marvin Mims came alive the second half of the season. We brought in Evan Ingram. We revamped the running back room. We're working behind the same offensive line we had last season, which was a top 5 offensive line, top 3, top 2, whatever metrics you want to look at. This offensive line was great, and Bo Nix is not a rookie anymore. He's got 18 games under his belt. The kid can play. We understand that the kid can play, and I think the sky's the limit for this Denver Broncos team, and I think that Mark Schlereth is absolutely right. And I know that him and I both are, he played for the Broncos. I've been watching the Broncos my entire life. Obviously, there is a little bit of like a homer passion in that, but I do think as unbiased as we possibly can be, I do think that this Denver Broncos team is going to be special this year. And I'm excited to see what they have in store for us as the fans of the greatest franchise on the face of the planet. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Is Mark Schlereth right? Are the Broncos actually a real legitimate Super Bowl contender this season? Drop a like on your way out. If you haven't done so yet, click that subscribe button and I will catch you in the next one. Let's go Broncos.
God bless Bo Nix.